Hi, everybody. Welcome to the new normal. My name is Litecoin Lisa. I am here at Crypto Nana for LTC. She's missing in action. She ran down to see the pavilion that our family did to honor my sister who passed away, Laura Morrison, with my mom's cousin and her very wonderful husband. And but they'll be back soon. So I wanted to go ahead and jump on this. We are going to be cutting out a little bit early because we're going to an auction this afternoon. There's just so many things happening over here at Nana's. So thanks for joining us in the chat. I'm going to be right back with my buddy Clint Westwood. Make sure you grab something red to remember everyone deployed. Be right back right after this for happy hour. What is going on, Westwood? Happy Friday.
Nothing. Happy Friday. Always look at the bright side of life.
Yes. Happy March. Welcome
March 1st.
to March, everybody. March 1st. We made it through the leap year, and it is March 1st, 2024. I think it's pretty exciting. I saw, and I didn't get to listen to it because we were jumped on here early, but I saw an announcement that DeSantis was releasing, and this was on the Hill News, so it was like legitimate news source. But that DeSantis was releasing the Epstein files.
I thought you were going to say the Kraken. He's releasing the Kraken.
The Kraken has been released, but that it was releasing that DeSantis was releasing the Epstein files. So I'll try to find that video and see if we can get any information on that. I think all the shit is rolling downhill at this point.
Stuff's happening.
It's happening, hot stuff.
What's happening, hot stuff?
Happening, hot stuff.
Oh, baby. Yeah, I mean, we've got crypto running up. We've got Joe Biden talking about making sure you got the right color on your roof. We got you don't want to get lasered, so to speak. We got forward bases that have been in Ukraine that a dark 3-letter agency's been running for a decade. Fighting wars over there, proxy wars, and all this. Holy cow!
They're rolling out with all of that information.
Coming out.
Incredible.
Yeah, land, right?
It's pretty incredible. In fact, Mom was telling me today, and I don't know if it was in a Jim Willie report or now I can't remember where she heard it, but that somebody with some a large piece of land where they had like gardeners employed on a regular basis. They had to somewhere in California or something, and they had to have the gardener, the wife called and said, "I need his." To come get his tools, and she said they were like, "Oh my gosh, what happened to him?" And he was from, I believe, El Salvador, and they said, "Oh well, he got deported." They said Donald Trump hired over 10,000 military from El Salvador to come up and deport all of the illegal. Well, remember that when he does his speeches, he says, I talked to the president of Mexico and I said, I can't remember how many military from Mexico to help secure the border. And they said no. And I said yes. And then he said, oh, yes. Okay. Oh, yes. We're happy to give them to you. Well, maybe they're doing the same thing. They weren't standing along the border. They're in here deporting, sending them back to their country. So maybe there's better things happening than what we think. Remember that when people were seeing these big in the airports and stuff, where you're seeing these people with big blankets, and then there's all these what look like illegal
areas cordoned off.
Areas cordoned off. A lot of them had ankle bracelets on, people said.
Maybe they're rounding them up.
Maybe they're rounding them up.
Maybe that's the cover.
Maybe
the cover of
reverse of what we think.
Could be. I don't know.
I don't know. We might be
I
closer
don't
to
know.
the end of this than we realize.
I hope. I certainly hope so.
I don't know. Hold everything lightly. This is the time where Uncle Cliff said, you know,
Yes.
kind of be an
Don't go
observer.
nuts.
Yeah, don't go nuts. Be
Basically.
an observer. Yeah.
Don't go crazy on all this stuff.
Yeah.
And then I made a note, Grock is going to be summarizing all the big stacks of freaking documents they try and pass in the cover of darkness.
Okay,
Yeah.
and so let me get into that just a little bit.
Okay.
One of the things I heard about Grock, you know, if you guys aren't familiar with Grock, Grock is like the AI, but it's the counterpart of Chat GPT. Like, let's say Chat GPT is like the woke version. In the Chat GPT, they revealed that in the default or in the back end of Chat GPT, there's the word diversity already backdoored into every request of Chat GPT. So if you ask Chat GPT something, there's a backdoor of diversity put in there. So you get this woke response. Grock is supposedly the truth warrior version, and it's Elon's, the Tesla version,
Yeah.
Or Elon's version, the Starlink version, the X version. And what they said is any response, if you put a response or question into Chat GPT, you can cut and paste that same thing and put it into Grock, and it would give you the unwoke version. So if they're taking all of those responses,
it's like Bizarro Superman and Superman. Yeah. You know, everybody remember that? Anyway.
Well, it's like the dark Spider-Man and the light.
Right. Same kind of thing. You know, it's like backwards. It's opposites. Yeah. The
From
other
dark
side of the
to
coin.
light.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the dark to light, the yin and the yang thing, the all the mixtures, and yeah. Are those your notifications going off?
Are my notifications?
Oh, they're chimes. They're wind chimes. It sounds like it's going ding ding. I thought it was your phone. I'm like, what? You're just getting blasted, girl.
I'll point it towards me a little.
I'm getting blasted, but you're just getting
Nana's little chicken wind chime over here.
I got you. No, it's wonderful. That's God's breath, you know, breathing and, you know, making itself known.
Yeah. Yeah. I wanted to show everybody the Nana's pretty view. So anytime we're here.
I love that. Up on the hills in Arkansas.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Good stuff. I think the tides are turning. There were we were seeing my second cousin, and my mom's first cousin is here visiting with her wonderful husband George, who we just love. And we went down to check out their RV. It's amazing.
Oh yes.
Yes, and I've
now you want one bad.
I've been wanting one.
You really want one now.
I really want one. It's beautiful. And we went to check it out, and they were parked in the Walmart's parking lot. And we're sitting there, and I'm like, turn around. And we're all in the RV and parked at the back of the Walmart parking lot, you know, and there's this big black SUV. All these guys jump out of it and start gearing up with their with their guns and their
oh boy.
I mean, couldn't have made me happier.
Yeah, you're like, ooh, let's roll.
Their books out, their warrants, their papers, their whatever. So I don't know if they were just about to go like serve a warrant or go, but I don't think they would bust somebody in the Walmart parking lot or Walmart, but they were probably like, I'm guessing they were meeting there to go.
Why are you here? Somebody refused to show their receipt when they left Walmart. Pick them up.
I don't think that was going on, but I think somebody's getting a little knock on the door.
Knock.
Catching bad guys. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Do the right thing, you know.
Show your receipt. That won't happen to you.
Live in equity with each other, you know.
Absolutely.
Do the right thing.
Do the right thing, y'all. Thanks for being here. I know we're early. Probably messed everybody's schedule up.
I know. I'm sorry. I had this opportunity to go to an auction here close by, and I have never been to a live auction, actually.
You were telling me that. I can't believe that.
I know.
You're going to be hooked. Charlie's been to many. I know that. So once you get involved.
Car auctions.
Yeah, but not this kind of auction. But maybe he has. But I mean, it's fun to watch. I mean, because, you know, everybody's bidding against each other and you see things go for more than they should because everybody's got ego. you know, they're like, oh, you know, bidding war and that kind of stuff. It's pretty
I
funny.
guess the only auctions I've been to are like ones at nonprofit thing, but then that's
Okay.
like you pay more because it's going to charity
Right,
or
right.
whatever. But that's not like a barn auction. Like this is like, I mean, they're like all kinds of stuff at this thing.
Lisa, I mean, sometimes people won't bid on stuff and they'll start putting in a box and they'll be like, hey, $1 for this box. And you'll take
come on.
everything in it. And just take it away.
I would take it for $1.
I know. Lisa's like, bring it. Slide it on over. $1.
$1. Yeah.
That happens a lot, actually. You'll see it.
Keep your patience.
Box of goodies.
Those auctions. Okay. Thanks, Stadia. Keep my patience at those auctions. I'm not good with patience.
Well, your name is Litecoin Lisa. You should be a very patient individual if you have a Litecoin attached to your name at all.
Yeah, that's true. All things I'm patient about. I'm not good at being patient. I am really an excellent warehouse liquidation shopper.
Yeah.
I'm an excellent one of those. That takes no patience at all. I'm good at elbows and standing my ground when aggressive women try to take my dishes.
Yeah.
I'm good at a lot of things.
You are. You're a very talented lady.
I'm not great at everything, but I'm also open to learning new things. So.
Absolutely.
So when I got on to start the stream, I opened my computer and I saw that hashtag Wall Street crash or Wall Street failure. I can't remember what it said. And it showed India. It was showing like certain countries specifically. And it showed a bunch of cat videos with that hashtag as well. It seemed very like messagey and babies, cats and babies with that specific hashtag.
Really?
Babies smiling and cats. And that dog, that Shiba dog. Specifically with babies and cats and that Shiba dog. Do you think that's connected or messaging?
I don't know. Cats, babies, and Shiba dogs.
Yeah. And it all had that. And it
NFTs are back. I don't know.
Oh, and a monkey. Something about a monkey kept trying to save the cat in a well or pull it out of the mud or something on multiple of the.
Well, folks, I'm checking out.
I was like, what? Does that make sense to you?
No.
Okay. This is where, like, I wish public was back.
I haven't had enough to drink, so, you know, I'm not in that part of the brain yet.
Oh, yeah, I should probably go easier. It'll be a really fun
You're like in an auction. Woo! Yeah! Woo!
It'll be a fun auction.
Yes!
Yes! Oh, I like that one. I'll take the pink one. Yeah. Oh, wow.
Yeah, probably not a good thing to be getting lit and then going to an auction and spending money and bidding it up.
Oh.
You're not going to get lit.
C. Lojo is saying hello from Summerland BC. Finally catching a live one. So glad to have
you. Good. Good deal.
I love it.
Saran, Greenfellow, Chris Card.
Yeah, we got all of our fam here.
Heck yeah, Daddy-O, of course.
Here, yeah.
Dana Freelack.
Is Dana here?
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, fun. Yeah.
Bridge in Louisville, Kentucky.
I love it.
Hanging out.
Logan. All right. What's new, Westwood?
Royals. We're losing Royals left and right. They're dropping like flies.
They're dropping like flies. I am not sad about it.
Nope.
At all.
Hey, we had a war to settle all that. Why are we still worried about them, right?
Yeah. The elites, may they go down in flames.
May they go to their happy hot place.
Go to their graves.
Yeah. A lot of that going on.
And they're having abdominal surgeries and
I know. Not being seen again afterwards. Time
to put things away.
Freelack. Okay, gotcha. Thank you. Okay. Pronunciation guide here.
No, I do not fish anything. Some of my my nephews fish that.
Catfish.
No, I don't. There's not catfish in that. I don't think. That's like, I think catfish, aren't those catfish like by dams and stuff? Well, I guess there's a dam on
You got catfish everywhere.
So then
There's stories about catfish. I mean, you hear go look this up on the internets, the web net, search it up about catfish and how big they can get, because I think they just keep growing as long as they eat. They keep eating, like goldfish the same way. They keep eating and eating and eating, and you're seeing it's kind of becoming a problem. People flushing their goldfish and finding them later, and they're huge.
Well, and how do they know that's their goldfish?
Well, they're goldfish.
Flush the goldfish.
People don't know it. It's just people are finding these, and they're like, hey, these are like little goldfish, and they've grown these immense proportions. So they must be getting flushed down the toilet. And they're kind of like a carp, I think, kind of like Asian carp that we have here that's invasive in Illinois, in the Illinois River. Okay. There's videos of that where you're catching them. Your motorboat goes by, you catch them in the net, they're flying and hitting you in the head. Yeah, anyway, redneck fishing tournaments. Mm-hmm.
Dana says, I bet there's catfish there. There may be. I don't know. I wouldn't know. I don't fish.
But yeah, they get huge. Apparently, the catfish. I mean, there's all kinds of stories. These big things living near dams and divers going down and seeing this giant catfish.
Like crazy. Almost the size of whales.
Huge, yeah. I don't know. I'm not going down there to find out. I know that.
So speaking of whales, there's been tons of memes with whales. There's been tons of shark and
whales, sharks.
And they called Trump a whale recently with the whole lawsuit thing. And he mentioned it in his speech that they called him a whale. And then what happened? Oh, and then did you see where he said JFK, he's right next door?
Oh, did he? Oh.
Did you see that video? Sean argued with me on Tuesday.
I didn't see that one.
He said that's just the way Northerners talk. That he's just talking about that he was just saying that Connecticut is next door. I said no. He literally said, if you watch the show from Tuesday, I played the video 2 or 3 times, and he goes, that's more votes than John F. Kennedy got, and he's just next door. He's right next door.
Oh, he's probably saying just because of where he came from, he's next door. He's referring to where he came from, maybe? That's what Sean's saying?
No, he said no. And don't you start with me now either.
I'm just trying to figure it out. Because I just watched last Tuesday's episode with Paulie, so I'm behind. I haven't seen it yet.
Okay, well.
I'm running behind.
Said that JFK was just next door.
He might be. I don't know.
Yeah, it was pretty interesting.
Well, see, he's losing his mind, right? Just like Biden. That's what they're saying. He's old, losing his mind.
Old people are valuable. Old people are wise. I have a video. I'll upload it tonight. Maybe before. Hopefully, we can do spaces later when I get back from or maybe you'll be already on it, and then I can join in after we get back from the auction or whatever. But I will upload to the channel the video. Mom helped her cousin download a wallet, and I gave him one Veritasium, or Charlie and I did. Charlie gave him a Veritasium, and Mom gave him a Litecoin.
Boom.
Yeah.
Found money for the digital age. $84 today. $84.
That's a pretty good year.
84 million Litecoin.
Mm-hmm.
84.
Oh, cool. So they have like a historic Litecoin.
Yeah.
Or a good starting,
Pretty cool, yeah. So do you want to get into crypto a little bit?
Yeah.
All right. I listened to the Cliff video, or the video.
The audio. I want to get into crypto a little bit, but Is
that a rhetorical question? So it was, I was listening to Cliff today, getting caught up rather than watching your Tuesday show.
Good. That's wise.
Yeah. So I got caught up on that, and yeah, it's interesting to see his take. I kind of see where he's going with it. I tend to think that we'll probably have something here in March that knocks it down first, and then I think it's on that timeline. But that's just my opinion.
Okay. Well, and there is an episode of his on his Substack. It starts with like a K, I think. And chondrative cycles. Yeah, it's like economic waves. And timing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you guys haven't heard that, go to Cliff High's Substack, Pirates of the Ethereum or something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
I don't know. Just look up Cliff High on Substack.
And he mentioned Litecoin. He's like, hey, these other coins, these are the ones, some of them aren't going to make it. And then, your big ones, Bitcoin's moving first. Ethereum's going to come. You're going to have things like Litecoin and Monero, he's saying, that are going to definitely be sought after as the money dies, as the U.S. Fed note dies. Those are the ones he specifically mentioned, which I agree with that. I mean, I think he's right.
Okay, if you think about that, what's different about those two? That kind of leans towards what we can anticipate happening is us losing our right to privacy.
Yep.
Why would you want Monero?
Why would you want Monero? Well, because you want to transact without government watching everything you do. And why would you want Bitcoin and Litecoin? Because they are finite assets. I mean, they're digital gold and silver, real money in the digital world. So makes sense. A lot of these other coins, I was looking at today, I'm like, okay, I need to prune some of this stuff off, and I just move it all into Litecoin at this point because I'm like, man, this stuff ain't going to be around. It's all crap. I mean, it doesn't do anything. It's just all hype. And I'm at that point where I'd be cautious what you're holding. Make sure you can move it. Make sure it's liquid. We talked about that yesterday. I mean, price might go up, but how liquid is it? Right. I mean, you want to be in something that's liquid.
Down when Bitcoin pumped to 60. Then people were, and Uncle Cliff
every time
that you will hear that when the crash of the stock market happens, you may not hear so much about the stock market crashing, but you're going to hear people screaming about the pump going up just before that, and that people cannot get their money out of it.
Exactly.
And that's what you're going to hear. And so when you start hearing that, it's coming.
Yep.
And then it's too late. You can't get out.
That's it. You're locked in, and you just watch it go down, 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 down. And then a lot of people are paralyzed, and they're like, I can't sell it now. And then it's just
right.
If you don't have it in your possession, man, you are in trouble. We're at a time in history where you better be able to have it. Use it. So at least hold on to it. Get through.
And have what you need. If you don't have what you need. Yeah. Make sure everyone has a dog that they can hold through this time.
Yep. And they're good. Hey, it's good for, an alarm system. Dogs are wonderful for that. I mean, they'll give you a notice. I mean, the person, the UPS or whoever they contract with Amazon, the dogs yesterday, they started barking like, Arr! And I'm like, what are you barking at? And sure enough, a guy I didn't even know it, walked up to the front door and dropped off a package, but they knew.
Yeah.
The guy was like, boom, boom, gone, but they're like on it. They knew.
Yep.
Look at the babies. Yes, they'll let you know.
Here's my little puppies.
Yes, they're little pretty doggies.
Remy talking to me. She loves being baby talked. She loves
little Remy. Yeah. Little doggy.
So if anybody is getting baby talked, then she's like got to be over there and get baby talked. Mom got a new puppy and I don't know when that happened.
What'd she get? What kind?
It was a rescue from the pound. We think it's a long-haired Chihuahua, but she's really sweet and she's really cute. She's not mean. She's not yippy.
You got to qualify that with Chihuahuas because typically, they got
a lot of the time. But she is very loyal to Mom. Like she loves her.
Defender.
Really sweet. She's so cute. I'm sure you guys have seen pictures. If you follow Mom on Twitter, you've seen pictures of her. But she's so cute.
Awesome.
Yeah, Polly, we're at Nana's.
Yeah. Just looking through the chat here to see if we're missing anything or if I'm missing anything.
What else? I don't even know. I feel like every day is
there's so much information that it's just I mean, all these things that are changing. I make all these connections and I'm like, I need to write all this down, and it's like a whole research paper every freaking week.
I know.
Jeez, trying to put the connections together. But I mean, obviously, things are happening. I really feel that. The whole shutdown thing. I mean, I still don't think there's been money allocated to Ukraine yet, has there?
I thought I had heard that there was an omnibus bill of 1.7 trillion. 17.
Yeah.
I don't know if it went through or was signed. But like I said, we've been traveling and doing all kinds of things.
See,
So
it just goes to it goes to the point that they can pass anything they want. You don't even know it, and they're going to just print the money up and create the money and divert it wherever they want. And how does it really affect your daily life?
well, that's what we were telling.
Because it's all made up.
Yeah, we were trying to explain because they haven't really been exposed to cryptocurrency before, and so it was like, well, how is it different than investing in the stock market or silver, even, or
Yeah.
or having U.S. dollars? And so we were explaining, how the finite asset, how it can't be, there cannot be any more than 84 million Litecoin. There
21
cannot
million Bitcoin.
and 21 million Bitcoin if you hold it in your own possession,
Right.
not the ETF. And why that's so important. So
it's important. What the frick?
Yeah.
I tell you, I'm a hot mess here. So I've been watching that more. I watch the financial shows to get a vibe, to get a feel for it. And they're talking about Bitcoin more and more again. Yeah. And they're bringing up the finite supply issue. They're bringing up the halvings. They had a big miner on today, a CEO of a miner, and he was kind of talking about it a little bit, how, it's just, you're seeing this massive influx for people trying to get an asset that there's only so much of.
But don't you think that some of the people, like, if you don't bring up the fact that you need to buy the Bitcoin that you can hold in your possession, if you go on those shows and you do not bring up the difference of paper Bitcoin, these ETF Bitcoins,
I agree,
and real Bitcoin,
yeah,
you are doing a disservice to the people that you're claiming to educate.
Yep,
and
absolutely.
Whether you're doing it on purpose or not, you are misleading people.
It's your responsibility. It's the Charles Barkley thing. Charles Barkley, the big basketball player, says, I'm not a role model. Well, yes, you are a role model because you are in a position that people look up to you and follow your every move, action, word. So you need to behave accordingly. And that's the same thing with anybody promoting these cryptocurrencies. You're in it for a reason. And if it weren't for the Satoshi white paper, and the principles behind it, it wouldn't be here. So, you have to give some sort of homage to that, because it's you're lying by omission, I think.
Because otherwise they're going to go to what their normie everyday financial advisor, and they're going to go buy Bitcoin ETF from BlackRock, and they're going to buy the fake Bitcoin that's manipulated, just like what they did to silver, and they're going to be in the same boat. They're not.
And say they don't do it, Lisa. Let's say they're above board. Let's say they're above board, and let's say that they're going to hold it 1-to-1. They're not going to rehypothecate it. They're not going to derivatize it, but they are, because they're talking about futures and options on it now.
They're already talking about it.
I know, but let's say they don't. Let's just give them the benefit, and let's say that they do hold it 1-for-1. The fact is, at some point, you're not going to be able to withdraw it. You know what I mean? They're going to hold it, and they're not going to let you take it out. And if you can, it's going to be penalized heavily.
Right.
It's like a retirement. It's like a retirement. You can't just go and take money out of it without getting penalized. The same thing with Bitcoin, because they're not going to want to they're not going to want to let it go once they have like this massive, valuable asset in the digital world. Why would they do that? They won't.
No.
So you give it to them. Good luck getting it back.
And I'm not saying that people that are promoting it and that are missing out on mentioning the ETFs are doing that purposefully, but I'm just asking them, not that they watch my show or our show, but if they happen to be watching this, please, please, please have that burden on your heart. Think about we the people. Think about, really be mindful about, like, we're at this pivotal time. Let's do it right this time. Let's not screw up. I think in 2000, would that have been 2008? Well, in 2008, but then again in 2000, would it have been 17? And then again in 20, there were some missed opportunities of freedom.
I see what you're saying as far as the cycles.
And it was the number go up, and we thought, I was thinking, adoption is all that matters. Adoption is all that matters. Mm-hmm. And then everybody will be using it, but freedom is what matters. And that's where, like, any source of money, of capturing money or giving over our energy into a money system, enslaves us all. Yep. And so that is what we have to get rid of. That's what we have to get away from. If not peer-to-peer, that we control our energy, then it's slavery. Hey, Nana,
It's captured energy. Somebody
Here,
else is controlling your energy.
that taught me all about it.
There she is. Oh, Nana.
Cheers.
Oh, I got the new doggy. Let me see. Hold the dog up.
Kaya. Yeah, you have to show the dog.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Okay.
Hey, look at that.
Oh, you're a pretty girl. Hi, Kaya.
Oh, there's the camera.
You're a pretty girl. I'll hold you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. So
Yeah,
we're just talking about like the difference between the Bitcoin ETF and the real Bitcoin.
Oh, yeah, like SLVs versus real silver in your hand.
Yes.
Yes.
Perfect. Yeah.
Yes. That's it. SLV. So she knows what she's talking about. That's the ETF ticker for silver. SLV.
Paper.
Yes.
Yes. Garbage, derivatized. Yeah. The fake mint.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
how would? Oh, I'm sorry. Wes, go ahead.
I was going to say, let's not go down that road again. So yeah, go ahead.
Let's not go down that road. So what was the experience like having, I said, your cousin's here and you're helping educate her and her husband about crypto, and you helped them with understanding like
Getting a
seed
wallet
phrase,
and,
getting a wallet.
some basic definitions.
We sent them one Veritasium, and you sent them a Litecoin. I didn't realize, so Litecoin today is $84. So it's kind of cool that their first Litecoin is valued at, so it'll be like in their history of $84.
Yeah.
So that'll be a great reminder,
kind of
education thing for them.
Yeah, I need to let her know that there's like 84 million.
Yeah.
The other thing I need to point out is it wasn't her first rodeo, but it was her first time to really listen. I think she was visited once before, and she was asking me about it, and I could tell it's just like, that's too weird. I don't understand it. And this time, it's like,
So sometimes, it's
sometimes
seasons for everybody.
Yeah, I was sometimes you're gonna have to bring it up more than once. And,
sometimes there's the a radish seed, and it comes up fairly quickly. And then sometimes it's like an avocado seed, and it takes a long time for it to, kind of take root, so but you plant the seed, and that's the thing. Some people get it quicker but other people, they bear fruit later.
Yeah.
And you got to be patient,
Yeah.
The Rand in the chat, put your quote in there. There's about an ox in the earth. He always likes to use that quote, so he needs to put that in there. But that's what I'm getting at. I can't ever remember it, but I get, that's how I explain it.
I'll watch for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's good stuff.
Plant the seed. That's all you can do. Plant the seed and let nature, let the universe take care of it, and it will.
And sometimes it's because it's not even that they don't get it. It's like they're too busy. Life's too busy, or
absolutely.
Like, I just can't deal with this right now, type of thing. So let them.
It wasn't their season.
Let them roll back around.
Yeah. No, that's cool. You just got to be persistent, and it gets frustrating. I mean, it can get frustrating. You just can't let it. You just have to. I didn't get it the first time. I don't know that anybody, some people did, I guess, but I didn't get it the first time. I had to really internalize it and, come to believe in it and really understand it, and then get it at a very deep spiritual, visceral level, and then when I got it, and boom. But it takes time.
Her husband said that he wished back in 2016, somebody was trying to get him into it. He said, but he told him he had to buy $7,000 worth. And, he just like, huh? And I said, well, maybe it was a scammer if you had, because I said, you can buy $10 worth of Bitcoin or whatever.
Right.
So maybe that was okay. And I said, you're still not too late. We're still early in the game. So,
absolutely.
So I was just talking about, today he was catching up on a lot of Cliff High's, Uncle Cliff's substacks and all that. And he was talking about that one that starts with the K, the
Kondraki cycles.
Yes, the cycles.
That if you have not listened to that video,
Mom was telling me about
you
it.
Should, because he goes into a lot of
that Litecoin
and possible dates when it would make those.
That maybe this is the year for Litecoin is the belle of the ball in the spring, and
I think
this is the year for Christmas Bitcoin, $100,000.
I think it is. I mean, I think it really is. We're at that point now. My predictions out there that we're not going to see 100K Bitcoin this year. We're going to get close, and there's going to be a lot of anticipation and hope.
Let me tell you what Cliff said.
I know. I listened. Go ahead.
You already heard it? Okay.
Then. Go ahead, though. What's your take on it? What are you thinking,
Well,
Nana?
He's saying that, and I may have some of this out of order, but three or four things. One, we're going to see it hit $88 three times, whether not $88, $88,000.
$88,000.
Whether it's going to, that it pulls back or goes up, but it's going to hit that figure three times. That it's going to go all the way up to 120, and then pull
Mhm.
back to the high 90s, and that will
Mhm.
be around Christmas time, and that's going to be
Mhm.
your $100,000 crypto.
And I could definitely see that playing out. He's thinking that March is going to be a kind of the beginning of the crack up boom to where it's really going to fly, and then it's going to kind of
Right.
level
And
out
then
for the rest of
April,
the
the
year.
stock exchanges crash.
Yeah, I mean, you got a bank right now in New York, the one that assumed some of the bad garbage from last March. I can't. New York Community Bank, New York. I can't remember the name of the bank today.
Mellon,
It's down.
Bank Mellon.
Well, it's a different bank in New York that actually absorbed some of the.
Okay.
I don't know if it was Silicon Valley. It was the other one, the other bank.
Okay. I thought it was the Mellon bank.
Yeah, but that's
Anyway.
probably got issues too. But I mean, there are those issues rippling, behind the
Well,
scenes.
and there was 130 branches of
What, Wells
Bank of
Fargo was it?
America and Wells Fargo. Was it Wells Fargo?
I think that they said 30 would be closed.
I saw an article for 30,
And
but then
half were
George
Wells
was saying that he
Fargo.
saw one for 130.
Oh, I guarantee you that you can't keep track now because there's so
No.
many press releases on collapsing banks.
Yeah.
And the thing is, think about it though, from the standpoint of the brick and mortar banks, what use really are they anymore when everything's digital? I mean,
True.
Yeah,
especially with AI coming out, and I hate to use AI, generically, but I mean, with better algorithms coming out to where
Right.
you really need to sit in front of a loan officer and you go through your credit score and all this. They can do that, boom, done. They give you an answer. You know what I mean? You don't need somebody to do that.
Banking online for a while now.
Yeah, I don't go to the bank.
No.
I got a bank account, but I don't go.
Yeah, we deposited a check in where in the old days I would have had to, they're going to hold it for, 10 days or 5 days to make sure it cleared and whatever.
Yeah.
The little girl popped in and she's like, so I'm going to call and verify this and then I'll just be right back. And I was like, you want me to stay right here in the drive-through? Like,
and then it's
right.
And that,
I need to come in.
because that amount wouldn't go through the app or whatever. And I was like, she's like, yeah, you could just a couple minutes. And I was like, what has happened? Something.
Well, the FedNow system, I mean, it's supposed to be real time.
And she said, she goes, well, I said, oh, well, can I have some of those dirty fiat things? And she was like, oh, well, you could only have this many that was already in because it has to be in your account for so many hours.
Season it.
And then the next morning, it wasn't even that many hours that she said. We were able to move those things around, those little
digits, little things.
Something's changed already.
I think so. Yeah,
right
I've seen transactions a lot quicker, ACH deposits being much more quick. And I guess that does fold into the FedNow thing, because if they're working within that whole thing's supposed to be real time, the transfers. So maybe that's kind of where we're at. And I think that's a good thing. I mean, I do. I mean, as far as transacting, the whole system's flawed, but, that is a better thing to where it's more fluid. But it's still an underlying non-asset, the dollar, the Fed note.
Right. Right. But it's not if it's something like, so
it's a real
there was
dollar.
Another thing. There was something else with Texas that I thought of yesterday.
Fires.
If you look back in history, and the Texas military was part of
that Jade Helm thing. They went and
yes
monitored because it was suspicious.
Yes, and they didn't get credit for it because nobody talked about it. Where they were going to pick up the Patriots and put them in the Walmarts and
Sean talks about that a lot, the Jade Helm thing.
Yeah. And the Texas governor went and followed. It was Obama's people, wasn't it?
I don't know, but it was. Yeah, it was.
And
came out of that.
Yeah, they exposed them for what they were messing around with.
But it was kept very quiet to the general public.
Only because the media is owned by the crooks,
Right.
So
So
nobody found out.
I was thinking of this, and I was like, you know what? The thing that's happening now on the border, be a way to like vindicate or bring up now have the Texas military be identified or recognized for some of that work, and other states to see that and maybe copy some of that or implement it in their own states. and be recognized. And I don't know. I'm just kind of like feeling some of that out. I'm not 100% there.
That's what states are supposed to be, though. They're supposed to be like little incubators to where if something works in one state, you can adopt it in another state. And that's why it's important that one state stands forward and starts doing something, because that's the blueprint. You know, you talk. DeSantis says we got a blueprint for Florida. You know, we want to put that all over the U.S. And so, you know, each state can show success or failure, and it's like, okay, we don't want to do this, or hey, this works, let's do this. And so it's good that we've got that kind of, to an extent, decentralized states.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and Texas is putting forward the idea of a digital gold-backed currency.
Yeah, they're ahead of the game on that. I mean, they did that a couple of years ago, I think.
And then we have 23 or 25 states that have made gold and silver legal tender, and they could quickly and easily do the same thing if that pilot program works in Texas, and if they've been like, I know the state of Oklahoma is in their state treasury, they've been backing with gold and silver during the Great Infection, has the greatest savings account that they've had ever positioned, and that's free from federal taxes because of that.
Yeah, because it's truly sound money. I mean, it exists outside of government. I mean, that's what sound money does. It exists outside of the governmental structure. It stands on its own. So the government can fail and it's still money. It still works. And that's where you need to be. I mean, we need more states, more people to realize that, you know, hey, you can hold all the Confederate notes you want, but, you know, when that thing goes away, those things aren't worth anything.
And if these states do come up with their own, like, gold and silver-backed currency that people then trust, they'll just drift away from the government fiat.
Yeah.
And you can also see where that might lead to then cooperation between states. And the first thing you know, well, these states really work well together, so they become a nation state.
You got an alliance, you know, you've got a confederacy, you know, you've got a BRICS type situation, you know, to where we can work together. Right. We don't need this over here. We can do this over here. We have resources, we have energy, we've got money to back it up that we can trust to transfer that stuff. Let's work together. Let's make a deal.
Here's the other thought. If all of the dirty fiat is being sent to Ukraine and then it's worth nothing because the states pull away and have a national divorce,
who knows?
That leaves Ukraine out of the game.
Yeah, I mean, you're seeing the real end game of the fiat. I mean, we joke about it. I joke about it all the time on Thursdays. You know, I talk about, we're going to 50 trillion. I'm like, I'm really not joking. I mean, because I love watching that. It's going to keep going up. They have to. And so at some point you say, what is this really worth? And we know this, but, you know, everybody out there waking up, they're like, what do you mean you're printing up that? What? And, you know, inflation, people are starting to understand it. Hey, you know, they keep printing money. Prices are going to keep going up. Why are we funding this stuff? Why are we doing these things? Get yourself drink.
It's very sweet. She's not used to.
Woo!
The stevia is very sweet.
What's your drink of choice, man? I know you like gin and tonic. I mean, is that still kind of the drink of choice?
Yeah. I pretty much haven't been drinking the last year and a half.
For you.
Except
until last night.
Well, the daughter comes home and has a bad influence, you know.
It was her cousin. It wasn't my fault.
All right.
I'm gonna blame it on Charlene.
Charlene's fault. He bought the Tito's.
I had a bottle of Zinfandel and I did quite well, really.
You're good to go.
But I mean, I'm not gonna keep that up every night, but tonight I might try a gin and tonic.
There you go. You got to change it up every once in a while.
You need to get some of that Q Tonic. I got some of that I use. The little cans of Q Tonic. You ever see that?
Yeah, I don't know if I have that, but I'll tell you
what.
You
like the.
I've got the.
Oh, she likes the juniper one.
Like the feverfew, but even their
elderberry. What is it called? The elderberry.
Elderflower.
Yeah. That's good stuff.
But
you put me onto that.
I bought a gin called Botanist on the recommendation of somebody that said it had a really nice floral, bouquet. So I'm going to just use plain tonic water with it, so I don't mask or mess up the. I want to see what it really tastes like.
Yeah. No, I love the different flavors of gin.
not me.
Yeah, I IP. What are they called? IPAs.
Yeah, those IPAs.
Yeah.
Ugh,
That's
she
what
loves all that.
that's what I'm drinking right now. A Voodoo Ranger from New Belgium.
Oh,
Because
I
it's
like
like
that.
9% alcohol, 9.5% in a can.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I can't do it. Like a Hallmark threw up in your mouth or something.
A little bit. I mean, I can see that.
It's too much flour.
Yeah,
I can't do it. Cannot do
I
it.
get you. I get you. I get you. So, Nana, when are we going to see you again? Are you going to come to the Litecoin Summit this year? 5 years after
We're
the fact?
talking about it.
I don't know. I see a
Nashville.
neurosurgeon. I see a neurosurgeon in May, so we'll see how that goes.
Yeah,
All right.
hopefully she's feeling better.
But
Well, I'd love to see you again.
I'd love to see everybody too, but right now
Yeah.
traveling is not a real.
I get you.
For me,
I get you.
so
No, I understand. Just traveling
think
7
times are
miles
gonna
for me
be
is a challenge.
But when he does, he
Well, I
gives us a
do.
video. It's
I'll
pretty
make the
awesome.
video. Right.
Yeah, make sure you guys are subscribed to Clint Westwood on YouTube. They're great. Makes my day.
Yeah, I got back into the groove a little bit this week. I think I did 3
Yeah,
videos.
they were really great this week.
I was calling it like I feel, like I see, and I want to put that out there that, I mean, get back to the crypto thing. I think this is the year we're going to be tapping $100,000 Bitcoin. Obviously, it seems obvious to everybody right now because, it's below 60s. I'm like, well, yeah, it's going to 100,000. I still just know how these things work.
Go get her. Quick.
Gone.
Uh-oh.
Chasing snakes.
Sorry.
Did you see the cat? Or something?
I don't know.
Chasing chickens and cats.
Maybe.
Who knows? Yeah. She loves the cat.
She's so tough.
She wants the cat to play with her, but she's scared of the cat. So she gets close enough where it hisses, and then she's like, "Ooh, I love that."
Rightfully so. Cats can do some damage.
Yes. It's a big cat. The cat's bigger than both the dogs put together.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a lion.
Yeah, and it's been out on its own for a while. So
yeah,
it loves Nana. The cat chose Nana just
It
like the
loves
dog
you too.
chose Nana.
I love it.
And the dog loves you too. Or the cat loves you too.
Yeah.
Is that Cannon?
Yes.
You gotta
Hi,
lean in.
Cannon. How you doing, brother? Hi, little guy. It's good to see you again.
Mhm.
Yeah.
He's having fun. He loves being at Nana's.
Yes.
We've missed
Well, why
being
wouldn't
there,
you?
so
Yeah.
He's
Back to
working on a
nature.
puzzle now. Got that done.
Not yet.
No,
almost
2/3 maybe.
Uh,
3/4.
um,
Don't know.
I don't know.
almost 7/8. I think he's about 7/8 done.
7/8. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I tend to think we're going to see something in March. I know Cliff thinks that we're going to maybe see the beginnings of the crack up boom to where, money really flows into crypto in March. I think we kind of got over our skis a little bit. I understand the ETF thing and a lot of money coming into it, but
Ooh, you know what would do?
I think something's going to happen that's going to cause it to retrace pretty hard in March, and then I think we're off to the races.
Remember, was it last year or a couple years ago when they had an option for people to get their refund on Coinbase?
Oh, okay, yeah.
That would make an easy granny wallet.
Yeah, it would. If it's up and running.
They have a Coinbase wallet that
Mhm.
you use for trading, or I guess you can keep your coins. I guess I don't know. Is it self custody or is it?
You can. Yeah, Coinbase makes a wallet that is self custody that you can download as an app, and you can. It's just like any other wallet. It's cut. You have the seed phrase, but most people will probably get it directly through Coinbase, kind of like they do a bank account, and it would get deposited there, and then you can transfer it out. I do like Coinbase. It is a method. I do like it from the standpoint that it does have a debit card, and you can spend your crypto with that Visa debit card. I mean, I just bought some. The dogs needed some ivermectin and some other stuff, flea stuff, that I keep up on. So I paid the vet and with that yesterday, I think, pay with Litecoin. So it does give you the opportunity to do that. And I like to have options available. No, that's not the ideal way. I'd rather go peer to peer. However, it does give you the method to be able to use that crypto, and so that platform's there, and it's worked well.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I think don't you have to swap it into USDC and then you
No, actually, you can choose which crypto. So right now, I have it linked to my debit card. I say, hey, spend Litecoin. So if I go and swipe the card, it'll take it right out of the Litecoin balance. And you can choose all the other cryptos too. And they usually give you rewards. Like right now, I think it's like you get like 0.5% back in XLM, Stellar, or you can do USDC or, you know, Polygon,
Yeah.
something like that. So yeah, it's kind of a nice feature, but I wouldn't keep any more in there. And I don't, then I'm going to spend, you know.
Right.
We need to do a class on that.
Yeah.
Just keep it really simple and like Coinbase basics or something like that.
Yeah,
And,
because that is a big gateway for a lot of people. As you saw, that it crashed
and
the
do
other
like
day
a
because
Sunday
everybody's trying to do
night
it.
or something.
Yeah, I'm up
Yeah,
for it.
and do like a Sunday night class that's real, like that's pretty most people are available Sunday nights, and
Yeah.
that's kind of a
No,
easy
I'd be
time,
game
and
for
then
that.
just promote it for a couple weeks, and then
And then
Yeah.
just
coming into this
I
time.
would say make it real limited in scope and do more of them, because when people are learning
Yeah.
new things, too many different
It's
things
too
is
much.
too much to absorb.
Yeah, keep it real
So
simple.
keep it
Yeah, they
very
shut
narrow.
down.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
But
then
you
they
know,
could,
that's the thing. It's money, and you know, money's no good unless you use it. So you got to kind of know how to use it when the time comes, and you can, you know, then you can use it.
Mhm.
Get the things you need in real life. You know, that's.
Right.
I know I need a lot of things in real life I don't have, but you know,
Yeah.
or I
Mhm.
want a lot of things. I think I need.
Yeah.
I'm with you. Well, there's something I need, and it's just about time. I've got to get running.
Got a hankering for an auction.
I got to get to my
Yeah, you know this girl.
auction. Yeah.
Yep, get
There's
yourself
some
over there
Roseville
and
there. There's jadeite. Yeah. So I'll let you guys know. I'll be on
post,
if you do
make
Twitter
some
Spaces.
videos like you did last week, and you know, keep us informed of what you're doing and in the real world.
I will. I
Yeah.
will.
Awesome.
And I'm gonna upload the video of Mom sharing.
I didn't know she was recording.
Yeah, until the end. So then she realized I was like pointing my phone at her. So
Of course, Lisa's recording it.
Yeah. I also recorded
What
the
was I
SWAT team
thinking?
in the Walmart parking lot. But
Lisa says
so
it's happening.
what's happening? I want everyone to know. Look, it's happening. I'm not the only one seeing this.
Yeah.
Proof of happening. All right.
Yep.
So we'll see you guys. Hopefully, if you got, I will go check. Evolu. I'll try to check this weekend. And if you do a Spaces tonight, let me know, because I want to jump in.
I'll send you a link.
Yeah. All right. Love you guys.
All right.
See you next time. Remember, everybody deployed every Friday. We're all getting through this together, but there are people that are really, we're all giving our all, but I really want to send a big hug and love to our military. So love you guys. See you next time. Bye.